Hello everyone at Rowanfield School. This week it's Health Week and I'm going to make some raspberry crumble top muffins, a healthy cake. First of all, we need to make our crumble topping, and in this bowl I've got all my ingredients ready. I'm going to just talk you through the ingredients for the crumble topping. You need 25 grams of butter, 25 grams of caster sugar and 50 grams of plain flour. Put that all in a bowl together and mix it between your fingers until it resembles the topping for a crumble. And I'm sure that if your grandmas are around, they'll help you do that, because I think grandmas are good at crumbles. Eventually, when you've rubbed it for a few minutes, it should look like this. If it's a little bit wet and not quite breadcrumby enough, just put a little bit more flour in. Now we're going to make our muffins. Now we need to keep our dry ingredients and our wet ingredients separately, and the top tip with muffins is not to mix them too much because they go very tough and can be a bit hard. You want light, fluffy muffins. So in this bowl I've got 275 grams of plain flour, a tablespoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda, a pinch of salt, and I'm going to add 110 grams of caster sugar. So we'll put all that in there together and then we'll mix it all up so it's nice and combined, all mixed up together like that. Now we're going to mix our wet ingredients, and that's our eggs and our melted butter and our yogurt. So in this bowl I'm going to put 75 grams of melted butter. I've already melted this butter, so I'm ready to go. Then I'm going to put a teaspoon of vanilla extract. This makes your muffins taste delicious. Then I'm going to put 2 lightly beaten eggs, and then I've got 9 fluid ounces of natural yogurt. So if we put that all in together, oops, like that, okay, and if you mix this all together, so your butter, your vanilla extract, your lightly beaten eggs and your yogurt, okay, and then what you need to do is to combine your wet ingredients with your dry ingredients. So if we put all of this into this bowl, you get a spatula and scrape all around the edge, okay, and then with a spoon, big wooden spoon, carefully mix this in. And this is where it's crucial that we go quite carefully and quite gently, and try not to mix them too hard. Then your muffins will stay lovely and light. Now when it's all combined and all your mixtures looking absolutely delicious, you put in 155 grams of frozen raspberries. We put all those in together in the bowl, and then we mix this in quite carefully. I tend to fold this in. When we say fold, we mean make a figure of 8 in the bottom of your bowl. And you don't want to crush the raspberries too much, because then they'll stay really nice and whole in your muffins. I think that's probably just about enough. Now, this recipe says make 12, but I tend to make 10, but it's up to you. It depends how many you want to make, but it will make 12. Now Now with our mixture, if you get a spoon and make sure you've got 2 or 3 raspberries in each spoonful and put them into your cake cases. My family love these muffins. I think they're our favourite. And they're quite healthy because they've got eggs and yoghurt and raspberries in, and those are all good foods. You could change it if you want to and make it with blueberries, or you could maybe make some apple crumble muffins. That would be good. But use your imagination and see what you can come up with. If you do make a new one, let me know how you get on, and maybe we can print the recipe off and give it to all the other children. Right, we'll fill these cases up. I'm sure all of you like to lick the bowl. That's what I used to love doing when I was a little girl. I used to do cooking with my mum and dad. Right, when your cake cases are nice and full, I'll just use the spatula to get the last bit of mixture out. Now this is the most, or you could maybe make some apple crumble muffins. That would be good. But use your imagination and see what you can come up with. If you do make a new one, let me know how you get on, and maybe we can print the recipe off and give it to all the other children. Right, we'll fill these cases up. I'm sure all of you like to lick the bowl. That's what I used to love doing when I was a little girl. I used to do cooking with my mum and dad. Right, when your cake cases are nice and full, I'll just use the spatula to get the last bit of mixture out. Now this is the most important bit. This is when we put our crumble topping on. Now if you get another spoon and put about a level teaspoon on the top of each one, like this. It's like a mini crumble. These are delicious as well if you have them a little bit warm. There we are, perfect. I think that makes 10 really good looking muffins. Now with the back of your spoon, very carefully, just press this down. Not too heavy, but you just want to slightly flatten it so that all your crumble topping goes on the top of the cake. Now we'll put those in the oven, and they need to go in at about 160 or 170 for about 20-25 minutes. When you check if they're cooked, you need to just get a little skewer and put inside the middle of the cake to see if the centre of the cake is cooked. So we'll put them in the oven now, and when they're cooked, I'll take a photo of them and show you all what they look like. Happy cooking, Rowanfield. Let me know how you get on. Hello again everyone. I've just taken my muffins out the oven. I've got a wooden skewer and I'm going to put it in the middle of the cake, take it out, and it's come out nice and dry with no mixture on it. So they're perfect. They're lovely cakes and I hope you all enjoy making them. I did realise I'd made a little mistake. When you put the crumble topping on, it's not a level teaspoon, I'm sorry about that, it's about a tablespoon of the crumble topping on top of each cake. Happy cooking everyone!